Hello everyone, it's NADI, and today we're gonna be testing out Lipsense. As you gorgeous people know, this is about the product, not the people behind it. Any tiff you may have with them, please cast it away because this is a channel of positive energy. Okay? Thank you. So I actually got this little Lipsense bundle from a fabulous subscriber of mine. Thank you so much. I've wanted to try this for so long, and I will be sure to link her down below for those of you who are interested in this. This is not a sponsored video. These were sent to me out of the kindness of Julie's heart, and just like anything that's sent to me for free, I will only review it if I can give my 100% honest opinion. If I like the product, I like it. If I hate it, I hate it. That's just the way we do things on here. But I have heard extremely mixed reviews about this product. I feel like you either love it or you absolutely hate it. I have friends who love it, but I've also heard of people who absolutely cannot wear this because it burns their lips so badly. I'm on their website right now. This is a $25 product and I have the shade Blue Red, and they say that Lipsense is a patented, amazing departure from conventional lipstick and lip colors. It's versatile in that you can mix shades to create a number of effects. I'm pretty sure you can do that with any lipstick. What I'm more interested in is the fact that this is supposedly bulletproof. Like it's supposed to be waterproof, smear-proof, kiss-proof, and it lasts until you take it off. They say it does not dry your lips out, it works to restore the moisture content, and it lasts between 4 and 18 hours. That's a long-ass time, damn. Julie did send along directions, but I know that there are very in-depth directions online, so I'm actually gonna skip over these and look at those instead, because if I can fuck something up, I will, and I don't wanna fuck this up. Okay, here are some serious directions. Step 1 is thoroughly cleanse your lips, which I did do. I went ahead and did a lip scrub. Shake your Lipsense color. Let's shake it. Ooh, it has like a little ball or something in it, like paint. Start on the bottom lip and go from the corner to corner in one swipe on the outer lip, repeat on the inner lip. Wait, on the outer lip, then, oh, I get it. Okay, so you go down there, kind of like a liner, and then you go in the middle. Then go from corner to corner on the top lip in one swipe and repeat on the inner lip. Once you've applied your first coat, let it dry. Do not touch your lips together. This should only take a couple seconds. Repeat 2 times. Holy hell, we're gonna cake this shit on there. Once the color's dry, you can apply your gloss and rub your lips together. Apply gloss as needed throughout the day. This is some intense shit just for lipstick color. Anyways, they also have some tips down on the bottom of this. They say don't use too much product or else it'll flake off. Apply thin coats. Holy shit, I just spit everywhere. Because of the no wax feature in this product, your lips may go through a withdrawal phase if you've been a regular lip balm user. That's this bitch right here. This creates an exfoliation process to which your lips will shed all the wax buildup and bad skin. This takes 2 weeks. Oh my god. I just want fucking red lips. Do not use wax lip balms if you're using Lipsense. You'll recoat your lips in wax and the color won't stay. Are we trying to like permanently stain my lips with this or what? I am very confused. If your lips feel dry, just apply the gloss even if you aren't wearing the color, so that's kind of nice. Make sure to sleep in gloss or non-wax moisturizing balm. Holy shit, okay. They also say do not leave this product in the car because the weather will impact the color. That's actually a really good tip to know. And because this product claims to be the best of the best when it comes to wear time, I'm gonna put this through a shithole of a tester. After we apply this, I'm gonna do a full face of makeup, then I'm gonna take off all the makeup except for the lips. I'm actually gonna go and get my hair cut, I'm gonna take a shower, then I'm gonna film another review, do another makeup look with this same lip product on, then remove that, then probably take another shower, so this is gonna go through hell today. Not to mention the fact that I may put this to the ultimate test today on my knees. Yes, that's right, you guessed it, I'm gonna be eating a burger on my knees because my back hurts. Anyways, let's go ahead and swatch this and do a look with it and put this little bitch through hell. You guys know the song, are you ready? It's swatching time. Alright, so my lips have been exfoliated with a non-wax product. I put no balm on them today. They actually don't feel that bad. Like, they're really soft. They're not terribly dry. I'm okay with how they feel. Let's zoom my ass in, and I'm gonna give this a little bit more of a shake. Ooh, and that's nice that it's sealed for my protection. Ooh, that's a pretty color. It smells interesting. Like, it's not a super strong smell at all. It almost smells a little bit perfumey, but more like a chemically paint. But to me, it's not like an offensive smell. It just kind of makes me wonder what the fuck I'm about to put on my lips. Actually, it smells like something really familiar. No. No. Yes, it smells like MAC foundation. That chemically paint smell where you're not certain if it's safe for the skin, but it looks good so you keep using it. Well, this will be interesting, won't it? Anyways, I have my mirror out. Let's pull this little bitch out and get to testing. Lips are dry and we're gonna start on the bottom. I Like that. Oh my god, I can instantly feel it drying. It's like a plasticky feeling. Okay, so there's one swipe. Like over here, it looks really, really good. Like I love this color, but over here, it just kind of like petered off. So it's not covered, which is why I'm guessing they say you have to apply 3 layers of this. But let's take it in the middle. Okay, and I'm not gonna put my lips together at all. Oh, I can taste it. It does not have a good flavor. Oh. It tastes kind of like perfumey celery. Not a good flavor. Okay, so that actually did dry really, really quickly. It's only been about 15 or 20 seconds. So let's go ahead and apply another coat. And I think I'm actually gonna go this way instead to try to cover this part up. And then one coat in the middle. It's such a weird feeling because I can feel it like hardening on my lips. And now we have the last layer. Okay. That is a really damn pretty color. Like, I really like it. Okay, so the bottom lip is all dry and it is very uncomfortable on my lips. Like with the first and second layer, I couldn't really feel much on my lips, but now they just feel really heavy and really dry. But I know that lip gloss is supposed to magically cure that dryness, so I'm really not gonna judge it yet. Let's move on to the upper lip. Corner to corner. Oh. This is hard to do. And then we have the middle. Oh shit, a big old clump of it is right there. Oh, and we'll let this dry. Even though this is called red blue, I definitely see more orange in it than blue, but I'm still not complaining. Like, I think it is such a banging color. First layer is dry. Let's go ahead with the second one. And the middle layer. I'm just gonna say right now, this is a shit ton of work just for a lipstick. Like, I could have created my entire look by now. But if it lasts all day without having to retouch it up, it might actually be worth it. Also, it is very hard to talk without hooding your lips together. All right, that layer is dry. Let's go in for the kill. I feel like my lips are getting bigger and bigger with each swipe. Oh shit, and I did kind of overdraw this side, but fortunately they included like a whoopsie mistake eraser. Yes, an oops remover. How the fuck do I use this? Because I need it. Gently rub onto lip color and wipe clean. Okay, so hopefully I can just spot apply it. That actually smells good like vanilla. Oh, I'll be damned, it did remove it, but I am gonna have to retouch it up with this red. I feel like with the first layer, my lip shape was perfect. Then with the second one, they were a little bit bigger but doable, and now with the third layer, it's just like they feathered out and just look like fucking Miranda Sings over here. And I was gonna leave it like this, but I think we're actually gonna remove the top lip and try that bitch again. Let's go in with our little oopsies stuff. Okay. See if it wipes off. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Oh, definitely very glad I did this before I put on any foundation because that would be ruined in a heartbeat. I will say this would probably become a lot easier over time with practice. But for me, it's like I've never really had an issue with liquid lipstick. Like if it ever fades, I just reapply it. Okay, there we go. It definitely stained around my mouth, but that's okay. Let's try this little bitch again. After putting that stuff on my top lip, my lip is actually burning kind of badly. Oh, no bueno, no bueno. It actually feels like one of those lip plumping serums. It's really not that bad. I was just taken aback a bit because I wasn't expecting the burning. And there we go. My lips are definitely still way overdrawn, but I'm okay with that. Now let's just let this dry all the way. I can just feel the stickiness right there in my corners. It's not a good feeling. Okay, so we are at the 5-minute mark and this stuff still feels very, very sticky. And I know you're supposed to apply the gloss over it, so let's go ahead with that. And there is 0 red transfer on this doe foot. I mean, there was a lot of transfer on this little remover thing, obviously, but with this, it is clean as fuck. Whoops, I spoke too soon. There was a little bit of transfer. But that gloss made this lipstick feel a million times better. Like before, it just felt so heavy and caked on my lips, but now it just feels like there's just a gloss on it. Unfortunately, though, my lips are already feeling dry again, so I'm just gonna pack this shit on there. Okay, so now that we have this on and it's dry and comfortable and everything, let's go ahead and do a really simple, easy look. I don't want to do anything too crazy because when I remove this, I don't want to remove around the edges, but I definitely want to see how hardy this stuff is. So let's go in with a few drops of Dermablend for foundation and a little bit of Makeup Revolution concealer to contour with. And let's go ahead and set our face with some powder. Let's go in with a very tiny bit of bronzer. This is by Cargo. And for eye makeup on a fluffy brush, I'm taking some of Makeup Geek's Creme Brulee and I'm setting that right on the eyelid and blending it up the crease. Then I'm gonna take some of Ofra's Rodeo Drive on my finger and we're just gonna place that all over the eyelid. And then I'm using that same highlighter as an actual highlighter. Oh my god, I haven't used a fucking fan brush in Asia's. Why did I stop using that? That's amazing. And a little bit of coloring for the brows, not much though. And of course, the bitch needs a wing. We'll give the lower lash a line with some nude liner. And then I'm gonna highlight the inner part of my eye with this Lord & Berry strobing pencil. And here we are with the final look. Very simple, very easy, kind of retro glam. I love it. I've had this lipstick on for about 45 minutes now, and it's actually kind of coming apart. I don't know if you can see, but it's kind of like on my teeth right there, and it's coming up a lot around the middle. Oh, it just won't come off my teeth. And I don't know if you'll be able to see this because of the gloss, but there's also kind of a big chunk missing right there. I don't know, it just seems like it didn't set up in the wrinkles on my lips, so it's like perfect until you go like this, and then you can see every single wrinkle on my fucking lip. And I've really avoided rubbing my lips together. I mean, it does feel great on my lips. I really can't tell there's much on it. It is starting to get a little bit more dry, so maybe I just need more lip gloss. But I feel like for all the work that we did applying this, there should be no cracks in it whatsoever. And they did warn you not to apply this in thick layers because it would crack and fall off, but I didn't think it was thick layers at all. I don't know, maybe it was, but I mean, from a distance, this actually looks really, really pretty, other than the little bit of feathering that's happening, but that was my own fault. So I'm actually gonna act like this was a day where I was gonna go out to the club with friends or something, and this was my daytime look, and now I want a nighttime look. So I'm gonna remove everything except the lips, and I will be very careful around the lips because I really don't want to fuck it up at all. And I am gonna go get a haircut. I'm gonna take a shower. This is supposed to be super waterproof. I do have one more makeup look that I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna take another shower like I said before. So this is gonna be put through the ringer. I will see you in just a little bit. And we are back. I am a little bit sweaty. I'm sorry. I just got back from the gym. Anyway, I put this shit through hell today. I was literally in the shower scrubbing my face and this didn't even budge. It does look like it faded a little bit, but overall, I'm actually really fucking impressed. I do need to put some of that moisturizing lip gloss on it like a bitch, but I first wanted to show you what it looked like before I did that because that does tend to cover up the little flaws. Here's what we're working with. It did kind of fade from the middle and the outer corners are a little bit sketchy feeling, but I'm not gonna lie, it never really dried down completely. Like, it's still tacky. And the little chunks that were missing before are obviously still missing, but more didn't peel off. So I'm guessing my layers that I put on were just a little bit too thick and it ended up doing exactly what they said it would do, which was peel off. So now I know if I do this again, I need to keep my lips like perfectly stretched out until it's completely dry. Otherwise, it's not gonna lay in the cracks on your lips and it's just gonna accentuate those cracks and just look like shit. Just a second, I have to put this shit on because I'm going crazy. Which brings me to the negatives. This shit is so uncomfortable. At least for me it is. I have notoriously dry ass lips, so maybe it was a little bit worse for me than it would be a normal person. There was never like a weightless, no lipstick feel. It was always like, there's something there. And I noticed about 45 minutes in that it started to feel kind of gritty, almost like things were coming loose. But things aren't coming loose because it still looks great, so I think I'm just feeling all the layers built up. I don't know, it's not a good feeling. But I think this color is absolutely gorgeous. In fact, they have several very pretty shades, and that burning sensation that I was feeling before, I never felt that again except for what we saw on camera. I don't know that I would really ever use this again, only because I don't wear makeup for long periods of time. Maybe if I was doing like a meet and greet or something and had to stand there for hours and hours, then I probably would definitely use this. But I literally do my makeup here on camera and then immediately take it off. However, if you were somebody like a nurse or somebody who worked in a busy office where you might not be able to frequently look at and touch up your lips, but you want something that'll stay there all day, then I definitely recommend this. This sassy hoe would rather have something that's very, very comfortable but needs touched up rather than having something that never needs touched up but really isn't that comfortable. I think it was just uncomfortable for me because I was wearing it for so long. Like, I don't typically wear lipsticks to the gym or in the shower, and when I do wear lipsticks for long periods of time, sometimes I can put a lip balm over it and it totally helps without breaking it down. I also want to note that you absolutely have to bring this lip gloss with you everywhere, otherwise I'm pretty sure your lips will fall off. During this wear time test, I probably dipped into this maybe maybe 10 or 11 times, which to me is like, if you have to reapply lip gloss that frequently, why not just wear a weightless feeling lipstick and touch it up instead? I don't know, I don't dislike this at all. I think it is a product that you have to use, and over time you'll get used to it, and I think I probably would recommend this, but only to a specific crowd. Like, if you really, really want lipstick and you need it to stay all fucking day, then absolutely, but I mean, if you only need lipstick on for 2 hours, then I would not even bother putting your lips through this. I do think this product is worth the hype despite the discomfort. I think this product would probably last through a fucking hurricane. And you could probably patch a fucking hole in your boat with this, it's that waterproof. Once again, big thank you to Julie for sending this to me. Her information is down below. If you're interested in this product, please check her out. But there you go. Like always, please be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell down below so that you're notified anytime I upload a new video. Don't forget my newest collection of highlighters, including Black Ice, which does change from black to white, is available at thepoplux.com. Also, my latest album, Kiss of Fame, is available everywhere online that music is sold. Thank you so much to everyone who's supporting them. Comment down below, let me know what you thought of this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter at officialNADI, and you can follow me online at thepoplux.com. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you again soon. Bye.